Part 3 From Sovereign to Slave, The Hidden History of Corporate America. Emergency powers and the war economy. A continual state of emergency, why the war never ends. Since 1933, the United States has operated under an unbroken chain of emergency declarations. These emergencies are not symbolic, they unlock the legal powers of the executive branch to rule outside the Constitution. Visual, archive footage of Roosevelt, Truman, Bush, Obama, Trump, Biden signing emergency declarations. Every president since FDR has renewed these powers annually. From the Great Depression, to 9/11, to COVID-19, to economic sanctions, every crisis becomes a legal tool. Under the National Emergencies Act, 1976, the president may assume legislative authority. Under the International Emergency Economic Powers Act, the entire economy can be regulated under martial law protocols. The people are not told they are at war. But under law, they are treated as enemies of the state, subject to economic discipline, surveillance, and commercial conscription. The war economy. In wartime economics, everything is collateral: land, labor, and life. The Federal Reserve, the IMF, and central banks operate as creditors, and the people as debtors. By maintaining an emergency, the state bypasses due process. Contracts override rights. Compliance overrides conscience. Visual, side-by-side graphics of a courtroom, military tribunal, and bank loan desk. You do not need to be in a physical battlefield to be at war. Economic warfare is more profitable. And peace? Peace is bad for business. Flag of war and the banner of peace, symbols of jurisdiction. The flags that speak without words. Flags are more than decorations. They are declarations. Each flag flown in official capacity signals a specific legal jurisdiction. Most Americans never notice, but the courts do. The military does. And so does the president. Visual, U.S. courtroom, gold-fringed flag behind the judge, pan to military tribunal, then to public buildings. The gold-fringed U.S. flag, a version almost never questioned, represents admiralty or maritime jurisdiction. It is not a civil flag. It is a military banner flown in commercial courts. This fringe is not merely ceremonial. It is the tacit symbol of administrative authority. It means the court is not operating under the Constitution, but under executive emergency powers. The lost civil flag. There was once a flag of peace, a true civil flag. It bore vertical red and white stripes with blue stars on a white field. It was flown over customs houses and civil spaces in peacetime. Visual, historical illustrations of civil flags, U.S. customs houses, peaceful parades. But today, that flag is gone. Replaced. Hidden. In its place stands the flag of war, the one with horizontal stripes and military trimmings, flown in schools, courts, and churches. Why? Because under law, America is in a permanent state of war. And every courtroom is a battlefield. Until we restore the civil flag, the symbols of conquest will continue to wave over our contracts, our rights, and our futures. Restoring status and reclaiming sovereignty. The system relies on assumption. It assumes you are a corporate person. It assumes you consent. And until you say otherwise, it continues to treat you as property. The remedy begins with status. Visual, close-up of court paperwork, digital identity cards, legal name in all caps. But assumption can be rebutted. Silence can be broken. Status can be corrected. The process of status correction begins by declaring who you are, not what the system claims you to be. You are not a U.S. person. You are not an artificial entity. You are a living man or woman, created by the Most High, endowed with unalienable rights. By learning how to speak, write, and carry yourself with knowledge, peace, and conviction, you reclaim your rightful station. Not as a ward of the state, but as a sovereign under divine and natural law. This is not rebellion. It is restoration. It is not fiction. It is truth. And the truth shall make you free.